Introduction of Get to the Point. Book summary. What if you could make every word you say stick with your audience? Right now, you'll uncover the secret behind turning your ideas into messages that grab attention and spark action. You'll learn how to find the true purpose of your words, turn that intention into a clear and persuasive message, and add the right extra punch so it really resonates. Then we'll show you how to wrap things up with a strong finish that stays in everyone's mind. Whether you're pitching a project at work, rallying a community group, or just trying to share your passion with friends, these simple steps will help you stand out from the noise. Listen till the end of the book summary. This video, including its audio and script, is protected by copyright. Unauthorized reproduction, distribution, or piracy is strictly prohibited and may result in legal action. Welcome to Communication Skills. English Book Summary, Episode 5. In this episode, we'll explore 2017 published book Get to the Point, written by Joel Schwartzberg. The full title of the book is Get to the Point. Sharpen your message and make your words matter. Chapter 1 of Get to the Point. Book Summary. Make your point. Ever sat through a talk that never got to the point? You felt lost. You watched stories and side notes. You waited for the main idea. It never arrived. A point is a claim you can defend. It is not a slogan or a topic. It is a statement you can back up. You can test it. Try adding it to I believe that. If it sounds odd or weak, fix it. Next, ask, so what? This cuts out empty ideas. It drops the obvious stuff no one cares about. Then ask why, again and again. This trims any extra words. It makes your point sharp and strong. Some people think they must memorize a script. They fear any change will break their flow. But you only need to keep the core idea. Improvise around it. This keeps your message fresh. It allows room for new thoughts. This chapter of the book guides you through 3 checks. It shows how to test your claim. It shows how to sharpen your idea. It shows how to drop the fluff. You can use these steps for any talk. When you start with a clear claim, every story and example fits. Imagine a team meeting where your first sentence states your main claim. Each fact then supports that claim. Your listeners stay focused. They follow your logic. They remember your message. By cutting out the fluff, you guide your audience. You turn a chat into a clear experience. Whether you speak at work, with friends, or in a small group, a single strong statement can make all the difference. When your point leads, your words land. Your message sticks. Your talk becomes unforgettable. Chapter 2 of Get to the Point, Book Summary. Make your point matter. Ever wondered why some talks stick and others vanish? You might leave a meeting and forget most of what was said. True ideas need more than a quick mention. They must be sold. They must live in your listeners' minds after you finish. The first test is simple. Ask someone, did you get my point? If they pause or stumble, your claim did not land. That means you just gave information. You did not make an argument. A winning talk needs a defendable claim. It has to be clear and repeatable in anyone's words. Your start matters most. The first 30 seconds set the stage. Avoid so or well. Ditch those fillers. Pick your opening words, then state your claim. Show why it matters to your listeners. If they see why they should care, they will listen. Selling your point is more than sharing facts. It is about signaling why each fact counts. A list of stats can feel like a book report. Instead, tie each figure back to your claim. Explain the payoff. Say how the data can change their view. This turns dry numbers into a story that matters. Keep your focus front and center. Let every example, joke, or stat circle back to your claim. This way you guide your audience. You turn a simple talk into a memorable experience. When you sell your point like this, your message stays. Listeners leave with your idea in their heads long after you are gone. Chapter 3 of Get to the Point. Book Summary. Make it resonate. Ever wondered why some talks feel flat? It often comes down to how well your message fits your listeners. Just like cooking, you'd not guess your guest tastes. You'd ask them first. The same goes for ideas. Before you speak, Think about your audience. Do they want new facts, a story to inspire them, or clear steps to follow? Find their need, then shape your words to match. This makes success much more likely. But it's not just about what you say, it's also how you say it. Watch your tone. Ending sentences with a rising pitch can sound unsure. Try a strong downward finish instead. This gives your words real power. You don't need to do it all the time. Use it to highlight your key statements. Where you stand matters too. If you speak in person, step away from the podium or desk. Move closer to your listeners. This removes barriers and builds trust. If you are online, look at the camera. Make it feel like you are making eye contact. Your voice volume is vital. Speak loud enough so no one has to strain. This stops mumbling or rushing through your talk. Most people worry about talking too loud, but few ever do. A clear voice helps your main ideas land with impact. Pacing is just as important. A short pause can seem like a blank spot, but it is not. It gives listeners time to think. It also cuts out filler words. Pause before your main claim. This creates a small moment of suspense. Everyone then leans in to listen. Strong ideas need clear delivery. When you match your message to your audience's needs and speak with confidence and careful pace, your ideas come alive. Listeners will not just hear you, they will feel your message. Chapter 4 of Get to the Point. Book Summary. Stick the landing. Can you recall a talk that felt captivating but faded into a blur once it ended? That happens when you never come back to your main claim. You start strong, then you drift, then you wrap up with no clear finish. You want to be a clear signal in the noisy world. You need to state your claim at the start. You need to return to it in the middle. And you need to end on it. A sharp point is also a gift to you. Think of it like a compass. It guides you back when you drift off. If someone tries to bait you into a side debate, you say, I understand where you're coming from. Then you pivot back. Every minute spent defending sidetracks your main case. Your audience came for your view, not for someone else's agenda. You can repeat your point as often as needed. If you sense a tension slipping, say, here's what really matters. This can snap people back. It reminds them of your core claim. When it's time to end, leave a strong final mark. Restate your main claim one more time. Close with confidence. Avoid weak endings like, that's all I've got. That drains your impact. Instead, stick the landing. Spot the moment when your message has landed. Then step away. Of course, you must first have a clear argument. All these steps rest on one strong point. Without it, you can't weave your claim through your talk. And you can't land on it at the end. Without a point, every word you say stays lost in the noise. Conclusion of Get to the Point. Book summary. Stay clear. You've seen how clarity turns empty talk into a strong conversation. You learn that every great chat needs a clear, defendable statement at its heart. That statement acts like a guide. It keeps you from straying into side topics. It makes sure every fact, story, or number backs up your main idea. You also saw how a solid point builds your confidence. When you speak with a clear claim, people lean in instead of tuning out. Whether you're on a big stage or sitting with a friend, these simple steps will make your words hit home. Putting this method into action will lift your talks from scattered thoughts to focused messages. You'll notice people paying more attention. You'll feel more sure of yourself, and you'll leave a lasting mark on anyone who hears you. Thanks for sticking around for this book summary of Get to the Point by Joel Schwartzberg. If you enjoyed it, please leave a comment and let us know what you think. Listen the other book summary. Disclaimer, please check the description. Any digital copy of this content that is shared through piracy or downloaded without permission or uploaded on any online social media platform will be considered a clear violation of copyright law. Piracy is a serious offense and strict legal action will be taken against it. Additionally, copyright infringement may result in a strike against your YouTube channel or page, and it could even be deleted. Therefore, please do not engage in piracy or support it. This content has been created based on the references from the mentioned book. However, it may contain some unintentional errors or inconsistencies due to human or mechanical mistakes. If you notice any mistakes or inconsistencies, please accept our apologies and inform us through a comment or message. If you enjoy this book summary and wish to gain complete knowledge of the book, then please consider purchasing the book from an online or offline bookstore and reading it. Thank you.